Okay, so a few months ago I posted a video on Resident Evil 5, said it wasn't racist, and that people saying it was were just being foolish. I was responded to by Cobraredx, who left a pretty uninformed video, kind of misleading, didn't have much to do with what I was really talking about, so I responded to it. And recently, Cobraredx responded to me in a video. So I'll post all the links up there for everyone to see. And I know this is unheard of for me, but I'm gonna respond one more time to Cobraredx, and this will be the last time. I don't like wasting level 1 time on things like this, but I felt there were a few things that needed addressed. So Cobraredx, forgive me if it's a little harsh, but there's some things that need to be said here. First and foremost, you said that you were ticked off about a video posted by a guy called DigitalPH33R. Okay, I watched his video. I'll post it up here for everyone to see also. It's stupid. It's an idiotic video, and yeah, I can understand you being offended by it. So next time you're offended by a video posted by someone, respond to them. Don't respond to me. I've got nothing to do with it. Responding to me makes no sense whatsoever when some idiot posts a video that has nothing to do really with Capcom or Resident Evil 5 or me. He made something out of the video that it wasn't. My video was in response to people who actually thought Resident Evil 5 was racist based on the trailer that Capcom released. It had nothing to do with him. So you got to take your battles in the right direction, man. I respect that you were willing to say you were wrong about some of the things you said, and that's cool, but I'm calling you out for not keeping your word. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. You made the statement that you would say you were wrong for posting your video if I could name 10 black leading characters in video games. Instead, at the 1 minute 45 second mark of your most recent video, you decided to change the parameters of the list and try to stump me. What is that? Originally you asked for 10, I gave 26. I went above and beyond by naming 16 more than you asked for in the first place, and you welched. You want 26 games now. Not very honorable. But I'm a man who likes a challenge, so I accept. It's really easy because all the games I named do allow you to play as black lead characters from beginning to end. They meet your new parameter. I made that a point when I made the list to begin with. But let me revise that list for you. I'll put both of the main characters from Bad Boys together and count it as 1 games. That'll knock the list down to 25 games, and I'll post them right here for you. There's 25. You can peruse those. Now, if this list isn't good enough for you, if it doesn't suit your needs, if you want to pull 1 or 2 of the games out of there and say they aren't good enough, that's fine. Here's 20 more options to fill any spaces you empty. Okay. So first you asked for 10, I gave 26. You welched. Then you asked for 26, I gave you 45. Do you have anything else to say about this? Really? I could name more. It wouldn't be hard. I want you to take note of the last one I listed. Any game that allows custom character creation. I can't even begin to name all the games that have that option. Games that allow black, white, Asian, European, Indian, anyone to customize their gaming experience in a way that makes them feel like part of the game no matter what their nationality. That counts. I also need to mention that if you add together every sequel and game in the series that these characters appear in, it'd be well into the hundreds. So I met your challenge and then some. You were wrong. Man up. At the 1 minute 20 second mark of your new video, you say that I said you were a smartass. Watch the video again. You took notes, but you didn't pay attention. I said that I was going to be a smartass and list 5 more games with black leading characters. I don't know how you misheard that, man. But moving on. I want to address 2 things you said here. At the 2 minute 20 second mark, you say that I accused you of saying games are violent. Then later on, you talk about the 4 minute 12 second mark of my video saying that I accused you of saying that games train to kill. I never said either thing. I challenge you to find a point in my video where I say, quote, you said games are violent. Or, quote, you said games train people to kill. Wrong. I just watched that video again before I shot this one. I wanted to be sure. And I don't say those words at any point. you misunderstood me, you misinterpreted what I was saying, or you just weren't paying attention. My exact words at the 4-minute, 12-second mark are, using the games cause violence claim or subscribing to the idea that video games train people to hurt others for any reason is ridiculous. It's a completely different thing. And I only said that because you brought up the subject of kids playing games and committing acts of violence. You did it at the 2-minute, 50-second mark of your first video. Then at the 7-minute, 45-second mark of your first video, you said that you were willing to bet that someone would shoot a black person and blame Resident Evil 5. Those were your exact words. If you don't believe that video games cause this kind of behavior, then why would you make that bet? Why would you say the game would cause a shooting? Why would you have brought up kids and shooting people and blaming video games in the first place? You brought it up, not me. Every statement I made in my video was directly responsive to the things you said in your video. It's not what I think you said. It's not a twisted version of your words. The exact words you spoke in their original context. That's how I always respond to people. If you don't think it's true that people who play violent games imitate the actions of the characters in the games, then don't try to use it as ammunition in a battle against Resident Evil 5 just because you think it suits your needs at the time. That's completely unethical. And last but not least, Cody Posey. I brought him up on that subject, and you say at the 3-minute, 35-second mark of your new video that I assume those things about his life. And at the 3-minute, 40-second mark, you ask the question, how do I know he had a bad life or something? Your words. You say that he never actually came out and said things like this. Dude, I assume nothing. I've been gaming for 25 years. I've studied the game industry and all the game industry news that I've ever had a chance to read or watch. I'm well informed, and I do not relay information that's untrue. The information I supplied was all revealed during Cody Posey's court trial. It was all part of this kid's defense. While Jack Thompson was using Posey as a stepping stone in his lawsuit against Rockstar Games, Posey was telling this horrible story of sadness, depression, and abuse. And it's all fact. It's a fact that during the time of the shooting, he was taking Zoloft for his depression. It's a fact that he was involved in a long and tedious custody battle between his parents. It's a fact that he witnessed his mother's death in a car accident when he was 10 years old. Cody Posey himself said that in the days leading up to the murder, his father beat him for not cleaning the stables well enough. Then his father burned him when he refused to have sex with his stepmother. Tell me I'm only assuming that this kid had a bad life. If you think that's normal or not evidence of a bad upbringing, then you let me know. I'd love to actually listen to someone say those words so I can hear something, I don't know, to make me have even less hope for humanity. And with that, I'll just close this video out. Resident Evil 5 is not racist. If you have a problem with someone else's video, respond to them. I have nothing to do with it. I named characters that you asked me to name. I met your standard. I went above and beyond your standard. You were wrong. Period. And that's all there is. I'm not going to say anything else about this. I'm done. So, keep making those good videos. I do like your videos, Cobra. And I hope you don't hate me too much.